Hi, my name's Dean Smith. I'm the National Category Manager for Bool Protective Technologies. Joining me today is Mark Inglis, our brand ambassador for Bool PT. We're here today in this short video to talk about what is an arc flash. In simple terms, an arc flash is an electrical explosion causing severe temperatures and could be anywhere from 3,000 degrees up to 20,000 degrees in an instant. Won't see it coming. To put that into a bit of perspective, the sun's surface is only 5,500 degrees, so there are very, very severe temperatures that can cause really, really serious injuries. On top of this, the pressure waves that are actually created from those explosions can actually exceed a ton of pressure per square inch, so the actual pressure waves themselves are enough to actually cause significant injuries or even death as well. Can you explain some of the causes of an arc flash, Mark?
Yeah, Dean, there's a few out there. I would say the main ones that we're seeing at the moment in the industry, it would be like aging equipment, faulty or poorly maintained equipment, as well as there's other factors like human error, complacency in the workforce, which could be a cause of not good training, not ongoing training as well, or educating the workers. Yeah, so there's a few out there, but I would say that's the aging machinery, equipment, poorly maintained, the human factor, I think, being one of the biggest.
Complacency.
Complacency, yeah, with the guys out there and just not following their procedures and things.
Yeah.
But there's also a few other ones like debris, you know what I mean, some swarf maybe inside switchboards. There's a few out there.
Yeah. And what about the impacts?
Yeah, well, I might be able to help you there. Yeah. Yeah, well, one of the main ones, if you're not wearing the correct fire-rated clothing, will be like severe burns. Yeah, as you can see here, you got second, third degree burns that'll happen like immediately. You know what I mean, as you say, and then obviously with the potential vision impairment, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
which is no ideal. You could lose your sight. Hearing loss, you know what I mean, like that noise was loud, as I've explained to you. It was a loud noise, so that could burst your eardrums. You know what I mean, it could make you deaf,
Yeah.
or to a degree lose some hearing. And then as well as one thing, I was lucky I never had the throat, because with those explosions, if that's going into your airwaves, and that was one of the things, yeah, that I was very lucky that not to have that affected. So that, I would say, they're your main ones that's happening at the moment.
So the main industry categories that we would look at for arc flash incidents would include oil and gas, mining, the power generation markets and electrical markets, emergency response teams, and also defence and military. So Mark, how do we prevent arc flashes?
Okay, Dean. Initially, I think each organisation should stick to their risk management framework, which will be to identify the hazards, assess those risks, implement or treat those risks, and continuously monitor them. Get a bit more specific, I would say that they want to ensure like equipment maintenance, you know what I mean, correct correct tools for the jobs.
Yeah.
Training of their workers, education, safe work practices, as well as following the safety standards, the NFPA 70E. That's a great base model for everyone to start.
So tell us, Mark, how does PPE fit into this framework?
Well, I think initially I would say don't be like me, where PPE did not fall into the framework, even though it should have. Well, I think if the risk management process is done and the PPE is required, identified, I think as a bare minimum, it needs to be the correct and certified PPE for that level of risk. And I'm a big believer now these days, for the sake of a couple of $100, I just don't see how each electrician cannot have the FR rated gear, because it could save them from some serious injuries like this, you know what I mean? Like you can see, this is for the rest of my life, that, as well as the mental side of it. So,
or even death.
Yeah, exactly.
So just to recap on a couple of the key points that we've gone through in this video, it's important to understand what an arc flash is, how an arc flash happens, and the severity of those arc flashes and the injuries that can be attained. It's also important to follow your risk management profiles and make sure that within those profiles you have certified FR workwear.
I think to add to that as well, Dean, it's important for the guys out there to stay up to date with the Australian standards as well as the electrical safety legislation. As we're aware, these standards are changing, evolving, getting amended every few years. So keep up to date with them. And that's also part of what the 360 Equipped program's doing.
Yeah, very good point. So we've developed the 360 Equipped program to allow training and resources to industry and information on standards and certification. So we really encourage people to jump on and have a look.